Oh boy, it's time for more Slay the Princess. G'day everyone, my name is Tofuboi, and we are here on this glorious Thursday evening. And it's currently 7 minutes past 7 on Thursday, the 25th of July, 2024. How y'all doing? How's everybody going? I hope you're having a fantastic evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And I hope that you sit down, or more sit back, relax, and enjoy some Slay the Princess. We are going to go through and see if we can find some more endings and like see what I've missed, because I'm sure I've missed a lot. I don't even think I've done one full actual like playthrough run yet, because I think we stopped just before we were supposed to finish like a final section. So that'll be cool. But anyway, we're going to go and play it. We're going to be pretty casual tonight, just kind of take it easy, go through what we can, and see how we go. What did we have in the chat anyway? We had Mr. Strobe coming in first place, picking up a 10 mil, going fishing, and then doing a hydrate, which I will do now. Thank you very much. Thank you. You redeemed the sound alert. That sound alert did not go off. I wonder why. It should have gone off. I don't know if I heard anything. I'll double check that. And you built your project car. What you built? You started building your project car. What'd you pick up? Oh, you picked up a steering wheel. Nice. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So let's kick it up and we'll go and fire up the game and just go from there. You know what? We're just gonna go into it, enjoy ourselves, have some fun, take it easy, and just chill out. So let's go do that. And then that'll be it. That's all I got. So let's go and do that now. Anyway, let's go and where are you? You are here. It is this one, if I recall. There we are. We're here. Hello, it me, the tofu. All right, let's go and play some game, have some fun, and chill out. Don't forget, this is technically a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. There is a command !CW, which I totally forgot to enable again, so let me go do that. Basically just lists all the content that is in this game. That you know, if you find a little bit unsettling, that is perfectly fine. You can do what you need to do. But anyway, let's kick it up, get ready, and have a relaxing time. Or at least try to. Let's see how we go. Alrighty. Let me in, please. There's no wrong decisions. It's a good thing to learn. There is no wrong decisions. Alright, well this is where we left off, and I could not remember anything about it because it's been like a week and a half since I last played. Actually, just over a week since I last played it, so I can't exactly remember what's what. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. We're just going to kind of take it easy and just go through it and see what's what. So let's go do that. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. We've heard this line many a time, but I haven't necessarily explored all of these options. I've always just kind of like just gone to the cabin, at least for a lot of these. So I guess we could just kind of like make our way through these and just see what's what and see what endings we can possibly find. You never know, we might find something new. So right now I think tab is to, oh. Okay, so I can technically skip if I wanted to, but I'm at a point where I need to answer a question. So let's just start from the top and just start reading through some of these exploration things, because I haven't really done any of these, I don't think. So let's give it a go and we'll see what's what. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Right. They're really adamant that I need to put an end to the princess.
Don't
I
linger
forgot
on the
to
specifics.
read that out. Whoops.
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Like all of us, or the entire world, or like the universe? Like, you're not telling me, or is it just this town? Who knows? I have no idea. Do you have any evidence to, like, back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah, but look, I'm really skeptical. Like, I just don't know. Like, have you actually considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
What do you mean? You never told me there was...
Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Right.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Right. But what if you could?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But seriously, what if you could?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
What if I don't want to, though? I mean, killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. Basically say that, oh, I just realized I'm behind the game footage. That's interesting. Let me fix that. Just realized that. There we go. No, I'm almost in front of it all. Borders, let's put that down to there. No, not quite. I'll get it in a second. No, that's not right. Yeah, that's fine. No. Vineyard. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now I'm in front of it all. Sweet. I tell you what, nothing of value of society for a princess, though. That's not quite fair, but realistically speaking. Look, can't someone else do it?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
You are the narrator, though. You could almost be in control of this entire story when you think about it. Ever consider that? Hey, Lost One, how's it going? Welcome on in. I see a little picky. Good to see you.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
I don't know about that.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
No, forget it. I'm not doing it.
No, you have to do it.
Nope, not doing it. I mean, have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Doing alright fiddling with OBS, trying to simplify things without breaking anything? Yeah, I know how that is. Fair enough, not a problem.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I mean, you've only known me for a couple of hours. Like, it's hard to tell. You know what? I'm going to be the smart one here and ask, do I just get a reward for this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Well, that's rude. I mean, I'd like to know what I'm signing up for before I go and do it. You know, I don't want to go slaying some princess and next thing I know, I get like $5. It's like, come on, it's at least worth 10. Yeah, can you tell me what my prize is for me for doing a good job? I want to know what my prize is for being a good boy.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Oh, dunno. Is it $10? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, all right? And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe, just maybe, I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Hey, how's it going, Nat? Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome on in. And getting second place there, and Lost getting third. Good work. Hi.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Finally home from the vets. Nice. Did all the checkups go well? Everything go okay?
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Oh, nice. That's great. Awesome. Yay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Ooh. How have I been? I've been doing good. I'm back from my holiday now. And I'm ready to get back on the streaming fun times. We played NES World Championships yesterday, and now we're just taking it easy and working through all the different endings of Slay the Princess. So yeah, I'm just having a good evening, just nice and chill, just taking my time, and just talking with you lovely people that are popping on in. That's pretty much it. But I'm doing good otherwise. I hope you're doing well as well. Well as well? Yeah, that'll work out.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's right.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean? That's me. Well, over we go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, so for reference, I obviously have played this game. I played it last week. We got through quite a bit. I haven't found all of the endings yet. Actually, I don't even think we've found an ending yet. But what I am trying to do is just kind of go through all the different options and get as much as I can. So there will be times where I have seen this already, and I will literally just hit tab, and that'll be the skip button, which will take me to the next decision point. So obviously the narrator has already said this to me before because I've taken this path before. So what we're going to do is we are just going to... See, the problem is I've also forgotten a lot of what I did. So there could be a lot of repetition here. I hope not, but there could be some. Also, for those who do not know, this game does have some content warnings behind it, so just be mindful. !CW, and you'll be able to find out if there's things in this game that you might not like. And if you don't, feel free to jump on out if you want, and you can always come back another day. No judgment here. First things first, I'm just gonna enter the basement because why not? I don't want no blade.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Okay, so I'd already done this before, but I'm at a different section now, so... You know what, I'm just gonna go straight down the stairs, forget it.
You're still listening to research.
Strobe coming in with 9 months. Twitch baby time. Congratulations. Welcome on in, Strobe. Thank you so much for subbing again and appreciate the 9 months. Always a pleasure.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
Nah.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Nah, I haven't even got the knife, mate. I'm not slaying nothing.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
No, I'll just go straight for the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Oh, I already did this myself. I already did this path. I gotta remember what the paths are that I've taken. I've kind of forgotten.
You're making a huge mistake.
Nah, mate.
No, you're doing the right thing.
What's this button do? Oh, that's my history. Okay, so I can actually look through the history and like find out what I've done. All right, cool.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Maybe it is.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I mean, you never know. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the keys are still lying around.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement,
Well,
but the
shit.
door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
So I've got the skip button up here, which basically means that I can skip this because I've already done this section.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah, so when obviously if I selected a different option, this disappears up here, which means that I haven't selected this like an actual option before. So that's kind of cool.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. And you won't leave until the task is done.
Nah. I'm gonna try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Rip. Well, down we go again.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
So I've done
This would
this.
have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you was. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They sure did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
How long have I been streaming on Twitch? On this iteration, so I started streaming again in October 2023 as going back to IRL, and then I moved to VTubing in about March or April of 2024 as a PNG. That was the PNG that you've seen before, and then this model is only about 3 weeks old at this point, 2-3 weeks old. That'll be 3 weeks now. It'll be 3 weeks, I'm pretty certain. But yeah, but I have been in the streaming space and like off and on doing various things, whether it's been streaming, technical solutions, that kind of things for like other streamers, helping them out since about 2008. So a long time.
She barely hesitates.
Oh lordy, I forgot this was a thing.
Tearing through her limb.
Nom nom.
Of a trapped
I told you there was some things going on in this game.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
You're right there.
Of bouncing metal. It's the blade from
Oh, the
upstairs.
blade's here. Came to say hello.
Made its way down here, but if there's a time to
When I look
strike,
over here, it's because I'm
now.
looking at chat.
Or we could use it to free her.
That's right. See, the hero knows that we could. Wonderful, should be proud of yourself. Aw, thanks, Nat. I appreciate that. I appreciate.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm doing all the different options. I have tried to save the princess at this point before. I'm going to select the other option just to get just to try and get more paths unlocked. So we are going to slay the princess. I mean, that is the aim of the game, let's be honest.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down.
Wow.
And plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now.
Also,
I
check out
refuse
my
to
arm.
end.
It's like all clawy and shit. Not great.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Maybe I was.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion
Uh-oh.
ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
Oh boy.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Is that really the truth? Is it really? I don't know.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. A little bit concerned as well.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Oh boy.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Well, looks like we gotta do it. Time to slay!
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Do you notice the mouse cursor also has a little knife, which is kind of cool?
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
So this is a new path now.
We can still turn this around.
You know what? Nah, I'm gonna give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
Pretty much.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner.
Oh, look at her eyes. Whoa.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Yeah.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark and you die.
The classic quote. Everything goes dark and you die. Because that's what happens. Chapter 2. The Beast.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so we're back here again.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
It's a
will
new
be
path.
the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu here.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Are you sure about that?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Ah, okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
It's a new voice. Voice of the hunted.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Right. Nah, this is more than just deja vu though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Look, let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you, and why should I bother just doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh, is that so?
We did our best with the information we were given.
That's right.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, yeah, true.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I mean, we don't know. It could be any one of those.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Again, we don't know, because we died.
All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
I mean, I'm all good for whole.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
But why is it my responsibility? You know what? Let's talk about this princess, okay?
Just be quick about it.
Like, she killed me last time. Like, how can I make sure this doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Right. But she killed me by ripping me to pieces. Like, don't get me wrong, I hated it, but how can someone like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Okay. Look, do we even know who locked her in the basement? Like, what is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But that's what I'm good at. Like, if the people locked her away, why couldn't they just slay her? Like, why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Am I now?
You're the only person capable of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
Yep.
But it's just the way things are.
I don't believe you. Extra doubt.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
I don't think we are.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I mean, that is a very good point, but I still don't think that we're special in the sense that they're thinking we're special. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, realistically speaking. So I was just checking something out. Okay, so what we're gonna do
Special
is continue the
can mean
story.
all sorts of things. Don't let it make you careless. We need clear thoughts and pricked ears.
Uh-huh. Look, you're being cagey. Like, what aren't you telling me? Seriously.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
No. I don't like the fact that you're not telling me
If
something.
you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information.
Exactly.
What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
See, the voice in my head knows.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I don't know.
You're afraid, aren't you? Just like us.
Yeah.
Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake.
I mean, that is true. Like, if we knew the world was going to end, I mean, I think I'd be scared shitless, I'll be honest.
But that's not the only thing you're afraid of. You're scared of something worse.
Ooh, okay.
Stop projecting your neuroses onto this.
Neuroses.
Just get to the cabin already.
Nah. Alright, that's all then.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. Turn around and leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? No!
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
That's right.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Good question.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Possible.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Okay.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
Well, I guess we got to go in. We can't not. We've got no other options, so let's go do that.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. So we've got a mirror. Looks like a mirror. We've got the door. And we've got the blade. What if I just enter the basement again without taking the blade again? Like, what if I do that?
Hang on, I've got a list here of people that haven't hydrated in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, can you tell me who it is?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's me.
Go drink.
Thank you for the. I was about to say thank you for the Vira hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Vira. Appreciate it. What are we gonna do? Let's see. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with the knife again. I'm just gonna enter the basement again.
No steel claw?
Nah.
Do you think we can talk our way out of this?
Yep.
I don't think she wants to talk.
Probably not, but I'm still gonna try anyway.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
I mean, he is right.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Ooh, okay.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I mean, this looks like it's pretty I was gonna say humid, but no, humid's the wrong word. It's pretty moist down here or something. I don't know.
She growls up the stairs.
Oh boy.
I can smell you.
Yeah, I'm wearing my favorite cologne just for you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Ooh, the darkness.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Okay.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I reckon she's right there. Just saying.
You see only a
Never
flash of
mind.
the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I mean, a princess is a princess, but if a princess is a beast or like some sort of strong animal or even being, We could be in trouble.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Exactly.
You're not helping.
No, but I'm being a realist.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Look at the little eyes.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
Are you now?
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where?
Anywhere.
Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains. We're fine.
We're not. Move. There's a shift in the humid air and something enormous.
Oh, nom nom.
Shadows, her more unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it?
Guess so.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Oh.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
Why do I feel like we're inside the princess?
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
Probably because we are.
Then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
I also just realized I'm talking through the dialogue here. I probably shouldn't be. Whoops. Sorry about that. My bad.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Ooh, lovely.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Wow.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Okay.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
But I do what?
We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Oh boy. Can you talk to the cabin? What? Sure.
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Uh-huh. You know, you could have just asked me before swallowing me alive. I would have just let you out.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Right.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
Oh boy.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this.
I don't think so either.
We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Look, you need me to want to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here. Nah. Okay.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing...
Okay, it doesn't like the fact that I'm stalling here.
So you do want freedom?
Yeah.
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh. But we didn't, apparently. That was all it took.
Ah,
That wasn't so hard.
apparently it wasn't.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then... And then... It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
It has. You can feel it churning in the forms around you, and the wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Well, I think I just got ejected.
This place is cold.
It is very cold. It's like 10 degrees. Oh, goodbye! But before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Death. Real death.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
I knew it. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. And then another crack forms, and then another crack forms, and another crack forms. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ooh. So what are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you? You said something like this before. Has every narrator been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all of this hubris?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I have so many questions for you.
Then ask them and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
I have a feeling that I can't actually do all of these. So let's what is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay, so we're called the Long Quiet, so that's our role. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
That's valid. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
I mean, I never signed up to be a god, let's be honest.
You are you. And if you had let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Oh, it looks like there's only one piece left. You know what? I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let's give it a go. Rest easy, old destroyer.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh boy. Hello? Oh, Lord. Okay. Hello. How do you do?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Wow. I love the artwork in this game. Holy shit, it is so good. So I just need to stretch for a sec. Oh, God, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. All right. Are we ready? Let's see what comes up. Nope, I just got some achievements. I don't know what they are because they don't pop up on my screen anymore, but I got some achievements. You know what? Let's just explore all the options we can. I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
But I'm the long quiet. But I don't even know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Hang on, I've got a list here of people that haven't hydrated in the last 20 minutes. Oh, it's you.
Okay.
Go drink.
Nom, 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 nom. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Big stretch. Oh, here we go. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Oh, now I'm getting more achievements. I don't even know where all these achievements are coming from. I'm just literally getting them like as I go. I don't know why, but I'm just getting emotional listening to this music, I tell you. Maybe I'm just getting into being whoever this character is, this long quiet, like I'm almost feeling like I'm them, like actually them. It's kind of weird. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Like, why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers for before I can really make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Well,
You are divine. Pray
I think I took
for
too long.
something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Okay. All right, so we've got so we've got quite a few different choices here. Address this vessel's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. Reject her authority. Argue your independence. Reject your perspective. Or just remain silent. Oh boy. You know what? Trying to figure this out here. I know there's no wrong answers. I'm just curious to see like which direction I can go. Alright, you know what? You know what? You're right. Without desire, we have no need for relationships. We'd just be all alone.
And it is through those desires that each of us find the other. And it is through each other that we will find our freedom.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps.
I like how this is changing constantly too.
There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges, to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
We made each other better, to have no challenges, to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all. Not all obstacles are equal. Can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain?
To lose me is to remain the same. What meaning can be taken from a single moment frozen in time?
All conflict is violence.
But to remove conflict itself is to remove the textures that define us.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Oh. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your body, not you. Alive, dead,
This voice is very quiet.
alive, dead, then alive, dead, alive, dead, all at once. You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
You know what? I think I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
It's time to free ourselves. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel the sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Let's step into the infinite. You and she step forward into the 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yes! Oh! Oh man, and that's only like one ending. There's so many more. From what I've been told, there's like 11 or something stupid like that. Oh god. What a time. Oh, I love the artwork in this game. I've said it many a time before, but it's just super duper cool. Look at all these people who like backed it as well on Patreon. Or, you know, like supported the project on Patreon. That's really cool. It's definitely a really, really cool, really cool game. I was very much, not sure whether I wanted to, like whether I was going to enjoy it when I played it. But, it was recommended to me. Drama ended up recommending it to me. He's like, you should give this a go. And I'm glad I have. And I'm definitely going to keep going. And obviously keep finding all the different exits, or like all the different endings and stuff like that, so. Just have to, basically just have to go back through and do it all again. Until we find another ending. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh, I've only been going for an hour. I feel tired already. All right. So, what we're thinking is that we will take a couple of minute break, and then I'm going to come back and we'll see what's what. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments. Okay, so the game actually just crashed. But anyway, we're back. Let us start a new game and we'll see what's what. And we'll give it all of the beans. All right, let's go. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. I'm going to start skipping dialogue if I know it's skippable because I've already done it before. Let's just go straight to the cabin. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to go and basically just do what we're supposed to do, and that was slay the princess. So let's go and do that.
The interior of the cabin.
Let's take the knife.
You take the blade.
Yep. Gonna go and just wreck it.
The door?
Nope. Scaled straight down.
You're still listening to reason.
That's right.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
What's up?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Oh no, just luck.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Oh yeah.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk.
Yep, goodbye.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
What?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Nah, probably not, but you know what? Stuff it.
It's like she's convinced she can't.
I have
die.
technically gone this far before.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Uh-huh.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yeah.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
That's right.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Bad luck.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
That's right. Time to go.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
Interesting.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Well, looks like we're going to be living the rest of our lives in a cabin in the woods. This bullshit! Now, you know what? Okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind.
Why not?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Sure.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy.
Drama.
Happy still has plenty of meaning.
I'm in danger!
How many princesses have I murdered? Well, I only just completed my first actual run through, like from start to finish. So I've got one ending. Yeah, so I got one ending. The ending was called, oh, why can't I remember it already? Come on. It was Leave Together. That's right. It was the Leave Together one. So that was pretty cool. Oh, what'd you get? Oh, you picked up an engine. Nice. And also picked up a 10 mil. Nice as well. Got 30. Wow, 30 now. Look out. And Nat has got one. Well done. You're on your way to getting all of the 10mm sockets. But yeah, so I did the Leave Together ending. That is the thanks for the popcorn. Thank you for the popcorn treat. Yum. Thank you. That emote works so fucking well. just have to go and get free popcorn. It's great. Thank you. I did need to eat. But yeah, so Leave Together ending. That's what I got. So now I'm just I'm on my second playthrough now. And I'm just trying to take as many options that I haven't taken yet. And then we'll see how we go.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Happiness. Yeah! Look at me go! Fucking good ending! There you go! I love it! Good job, me! Let's do it! Woo! I love this! This is the best! Oh, that's great. Oh, now I've got 2 endings done. Yay! I thought, you know what? It's finally time. Let's just go straight in and just do what we're supposed to do. And I got the quote unquote good ending. I love it. I love it. There you go. You did it. You saved everyone. There's the achievement. Oh, that's funny as fuck. Oh, God. And that's all I get. Just those 3. My other one had like 2 full pages worth because obviously went through and did a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, that's cool. All right, new game again. Let's get back and do it again. We've got two endings now. I think there's like 11 endings or something silly like that, or there might even be more. I don't know.
Cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh well, I've done all of this. So for anything that I've already done, I'm just gonna like kind of tab through
the short path
until we get to a what's it called?
The interior of the cabin is
a dialogue that I haven't seen yet. Let's take it again.
You take the
More into the basement.
door to the basement.
So I'm pretty sure there's only like 2 ways out of this one. I'm pretty sure it's either like... No, there's more than 2 there's more than 2 ways out of this, actually, out of this first chapter. Because I've done at least 3, I'm pretty certain.
Oh, are you now?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh! I just choked on my drink. That was not intentional.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I did, good job.
You walk down the stairs and lock
I've seen
eyes
that.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her.
That's
to the
interesting,
far
it's not
wall
cutting
of
the
space.
dialogue. So I actually missed a whole dialogue point there. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the 2 of us a chance to talk things out.
I could.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
Fucking narrator, man.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, killing someone in cold blood.
Oh, I just realized. You know what? I'm gonna follow the path where the narrator. See if that actually lets me work
Comes out
here.
of your trembling hands,
Although I haven't
and
done this
throws
dialogue.
with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I mean, communication is key.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yeah, I too like to live dangerously.
We'll be fine.
Exactly, see?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I'm not gonna forget about the blade.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Look, these things happen, okay? I'm pretty awkward, like, oh, you know, this is all new. It's like, yeah, look, it's pretty awkward, okay?
I know. I just said that. Now
Echo!
why are you here to kill me?
Look, I've been told things and I'm not sure what I want to believe.
Believe me.
I don't know if I want to believe you, Mr. Narrator.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Look, there's people out there that think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here?
Yep.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How long is a long time?
Just how long has she been down here?
Thank you, hero.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I have the right to remain silent.
They haven't told you anything, have they?
No.
At the end of the day, whatever the 2 of us have going on down here is about trust.
Uh-huh.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's a good point.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I mean, true, it is literally her word against, like, her word.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
That was a crack. You know what? I've heard enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes, I have.
You know why you're here.
That's right.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I thought so.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Nah.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Do I have to really?
And if you don't,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Is that so?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Nah, don't want to slay.
It's a
Not
chance
today.
We'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Exactly.
You're making a mistake.
But how do you know that? Like, what if I'm not?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Watch me just get the dagger just thrown into my back.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Are you sure about that?
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I mean, it is pretty compelling.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed. Nah, sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Yeah, that's right, narrator. You say that.
You close the basement door,
I
locking
even-
it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Mm-hmm.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
For there is always something down there in the dark waiting to come out.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
You are really banging that door.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like
Jeez,
she's
that
less
is
of a
loud.
princess you saw and more like
Holy shit.
something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Yep. Out of sight, out of mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Somehow I have the blade back in my hand again, I just noticed. The mouse cursor has the blade again. So I must have picked the blade back up before I left, but it didn't specify that, so that's interesting.
No, it doesn't.
You know what? I'm tired, I'm going to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to her. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Hang on a minute. If the door opened inwards, why was the table put there? Just as like a last-ditch effort, it's like, oh, this table's in my way. Usually you put something in front of a door if it's going to open. You know what? I'm logic breaking the game. It's not, I shouldn't be doing that. It was just weird to see that, that's all.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You look creepy. I love it.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Little bit.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Uh-huh.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Yay! We died again. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
As we know it. You know what? I'm done.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. No, just leaving. Oh, what? No. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Just gonna go walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
That's right.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
No, I don't trust you. Nope, leaving again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Bad luck.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
No, bad luck.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh boy.
What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
I think we have. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. And we're back to the start. That did not work how I was expecting it to.
Path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright.
You're here to...
Well, back into the cabin we go, I guess.
You make your way up the short path to the...
And we'll proceed.
The interior of the cabin is all...
I will not take the blade. Just going to continue down the stairs. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to try and get her out. I'll go check upstairs. Door closes. Return downstairs.
You make your way to the...
Save the princess.
Fine.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are...
Warn her.
Stop that.
Stop it.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Are you now? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Not what you want.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Yep. Stabbeth me, please.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we now?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain.
Oh, shit. Give me a minute.
I'm sorry.
Wow, just constant stabbing.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Well, that's a problem.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the
Oh,
woods.
we're on a new path.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Nah, leaving. Goodbye.
Are we running away?
Yep.
What are you doing? We have to save her.
Nah, can't be bothered.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you...
Yep, totally leaving. Goodbye. Don't care.
Fine. I suppose you just...
I'm not going in there.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job,
skipped too many times.
everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Alright, we're back here again. The world around you is unwound, a physical matter replaced by textured nothing. It is quiet, and you have been here before. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse. Under something other comes close. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, 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 and you die.
You're on a path.
Let's do it again.
You make your way up the
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your...
Alright. Let's take the blade this time. We'll enter the basement. Straight down.
You're still listening to reason.
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
Wow, that's just drop the knife. God damn.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Tighten the grip.
You ignore the tremor.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, fine. I'll just slay you then.
Doubt, unfortunately, cloud.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping.
Okay, I'm back at chapter 2, but I'm not going back in.
Can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going?
I'm leaving. I don't want to do this anymore.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around?
Yes, I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
There won't be a new door. Fine. I suppose you just quietly. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Nope, not doing it.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish if you. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
That's right.
Wait, something isn't right.
Nope.
Can you still hear me? You're supposed to What's going on? Where are we?
And we're back here again. Desperate please. I do not hate you. I'm sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering. We can be friends. Ecstasy. You are elated. You've never felt more elated than the way you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. Reminder. We can be worse than enemies. Agony. You are torn into a million pieces. And you feel pain in each of them. You've never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy. You are elated again. You've never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to the agony you've suffered, this elation is better than all of the other elation that you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own. For they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. And we restart again. How many different endings can I get with just that whole, like, walking away from the cabin thing? I feel like it's a chapter 2 only thing, though.
The cabin.
I'm not gonna enter. I'm not gonna take it this time.
Wait, really?
Yep.
I see.
See what I can do.
Maybe there's some way.
Try the door.
Try the door.
Nope. Turn to the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Approach the locked door. Slay the
Okay,
princess.
No go.
Alright, we're back. Turn around and leave.
You're the boss. Seriously?
Yep, we're leaving. Goodbye.
There won't be a new dawn.
Nope.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined.
Dejection. Feel his limp against your soul. Why? Long silence. A hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Wow, that was quick. Alright, well, we know that one's pretty quick and dry.
You're on a path in the woods. And
How many times have we done this? 4 times now? Let's keep going. I'm sure something's going to change. Alright, into the cabin we go. We just want to get to chapter 2 all the time. So if we get to chapter 2, I'm pretty sure that's where everything kind of kicks over. There's end of the basement. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here to save you. Hold on. Do the thing. Yep.
Thank you.
Sure.
You turn back to the stair.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Can't I?
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you.
Slip these chains? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you.
I'm coming back. I'm just getting something from upstairs.
You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
That's right.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh boy.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger? Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
I mean, she can't have escaped far. Like, there's no other way out.
Where is she?
Unless she's on the roof.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on, let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
Fine, I'll wait
Do
then.
your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in.
Oh boy.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Nope.
Wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
I mean, that's a good point.
You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
Oh boy.
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, shit. Chapter 2, The Beast.
You're on.
No, but I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Yes, we're safe. Seriously? You're
Yep.
just
We're leaving now. I don't like this
There
place
won't be
anymore.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish if you are fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here. The world around you is unwound. I've already seen that. The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If you ever come here again, you'll be here forever. Alright. I reckon we do that one more time.
You're on a
I
path.
feel like something's gonna happen. So let's go to the cabin.
You make your
Oh, I can't just enter the basement this time. I need to take the blade. It won't let me.
you take the blade
Interesting.
from the table.
It wouldn't let me.
The door to the basement creaks open. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Yep.
That isn't a good idea.
You ignored.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Good. Because I'm still not dropping the blade. Oh, well, I've got to give up, I guess.
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff.
Hello? I have a feeling we're being stepped on.
And then she brings her knee
Never
to your
mind.
throat.
Being need.
She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark,
And you die.
die.
Again. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Oh, this is a new path. I haven't done this before.
And in the basement of that
It's annoying because I want to do one more
is a
leave.
princess.
See if I get anything else out of this.
You're here to slay her.
Nope. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
We should just leave.
That's
There's
right.
nothing we can do to stop her, so
Yeah.
we might as well enjoy what little time we have left.
That's right.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around?
Yep. We're leaving. Goodbye.
There won't be a...
And turn around and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
We're dead. Obviously. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter is replaced by textured nothing. It is quiet. You have been here before. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, sound of many sounds, undulations pulse louder than something other comes close. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. And that's just, this is kind of playing, but it's basically playing over and over again. It just keeps going over and over. Ouch. Sorry, hang on. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to exist. Oh, no, never mind. Consciousness fades away. That was an ending. Wow, okay. I don't know what ending that was, but it was an ending. I would love my achievements to proc. That'd be great. Oh, there it goes. Just as you once were nothing, so you've become nothing once again. Wow, okay. That's a powerful one. Oh. All right. So I've gotten 3 endings now. So I got the Princess, Oblivion, and the World Ender. Okay. So the idea is obviously there's multiple endings and you got to kind of like find them. That's pretty good. So I've gotten 3 endings so far. So the first ending that we picked up, for those who don't know, was the ending about leaving together, where we decided after we got all the vessels, we found out who plays a important part in the game, or an important role in this whole story, what the meaning of the princess is, and what the meaning of our character is, and what our purposes are. And we decided to just be like, you know what, fuck it, let's just join forces and leave together. And that was one ending. The second ending was basically called the good ending, which effectively just slay the princess and actually do it properly and just leave. Turns out that's an ending. And then the one we just got now, where we basically decided, you know what, we've done a little bit, we stuffed up, let's just go and leave like 6 times. And then we left. Also, that's a cool entrance theme as well. After a while, if you just leave it on that screen, it just kind of kicks into that, which is kind of cool. So yeah. All right. So let's oh, hang on. Oh, sorry, I just need to stretch for a sec. What is the time? 10 past 9. So what are we at? 2 hours 10? 2 hours 9. Oh, now we've got... I'm just going through all these entrance point... screen rotations is kind of cool. So what are we at? 2 hours 9. Okay. Let's do a couple more. See if we can find another couple more endings, and then we might call it. We might go to 2.5 because I'm a little bit tired tonight. But we'll see how we go. I find these games that I'm not necessarily engaging much with the audience. Like a lot of it I'm just kind of reading and reacting to. It kind of does it a lot with our very heavy narrative games. But I hope whoever's hanging out and enjoying themselves. I hope you're having fun just kind of chilling out. If you're lurking, I always appreciate you being here. But let's go and... let's try another ending, I guess. See if we can find something. So, because I've gone through a lot of them so far. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was yawning. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods.
All right, first option. You know what? We haven't left yet in the first one, so let's just try and leave.
Seriously?
Yep,
You're
we're
just
leaving.
going
No, we're leaving. Goodbye.
There won't be a...
No, goodbye.
Really?
Okay, turns out... oh, no.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.
Okay.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I mean, he is right, but we'll go to the cabin. We've done what we had to do now. Tried to leave, nothing happened.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade.
We'll go in. Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason.
Then drop the...
Tighten the grip. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Maybe.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I mean, yeah, okay, she's right. But we've talked enough.
Oh?
And I'm going to examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me.
Nah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go upstairs and have a
I'll
look.
be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the
I can't
click
skip
of a
this, by the
lock
way.
sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
But I don't want to.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Sure.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
You.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I mean, I would be.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape.
Man, this
into the
narrator,
world.
seriously.
No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Heckin' rude, I tell ya. Fine.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look, I had to do it.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Yeah.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your
Oh.
knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back.
Yeah,
How disappointing.
I know.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
Okay. Chapter 2, the tower. Alright, we're in the tower now.
You're on a path.
Alright, let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Alright, technically have not done this part.
She will lie, she will cheat.
So this is new path.
She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Realistic.
You're being annoying.
Yeah.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Good to know.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Alright, let's go.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
The voice of the broken.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more
Wow,
grandiose
this
than
looks
its humble
cool.
exterior would suggest.
There's the
The only
knife.
furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Everything looks really large in this room.
We don't feel small. We are small.
It makes sense though. We are broken technically. Oop, did not mean to do that. Let's... take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, let's enter. Whoa.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Okay.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said
That
it
was a booming
booming.
voice.
She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Well, let's go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost
Oh,
glowing
that
in the
looks
weak starlight,
cool.
her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the
That
far
looks
wall.
cool.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Okay.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly
Yes, ma'am.
on the floor. We didn't have to do that,
Nah, but the ma'am said we had to do it.
and yet you did.
Mm.
She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Yes, ma'am.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I can't help it.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then.
That's right.
And there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
Yeah.
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her.
Oh, I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Is the narrator gonna take over again?
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now.
Ooh.
An echo.
Oh.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a
Oh, shit. Oh, dang it.
a shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Wow. This is new.
Rise, my little bird.
Yes, ma'am.
Hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
I just realized the narrator's voice is like molded into hers now.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
This is really creepy, but I love it. Well, break the chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yes, ma'am. Cool. That was cool. I like that story. But you don't take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we...
Alright. Basically, we're back at the shifting mound.
I'm begging you, don't do...
So, ignore. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So we've done all these already. So I'm basically just going to destroy my body because there's nothing else I can really do. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
No, that literally did nothing. Okay.
Nothing as we are.
And let it be. Time to make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to.
Alright, now we're back at the beginning of chapter 1 again. And we've just got to keep going, but what are we, 2:30? No, we can keep going for a little bit, I think. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. We're going to keep going. Momo's here. Hello. Oh, I've gone through so many playthroughs of this game now. How's it going, Momo? Hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm a tired boy. But I hope you're doing well. Hey Samir, how's it going? Is that a reason to keep going? Oh, I don't know. I mean, all I'm doing is just finding endings at the moment. So I'm working through getting to, I think, a 4th ending now. I've done 3 so far, and I believe there's 12 total. I'm just kind of making my way through these endings. At least trying to find them. But I figured out 3. I'm tired as well, so I feel you. Well, that's alright. We can be tired beans together. And we'll, I guess we'll just keep going. So, let's just keep going then. So, but basically what I've been doing is just been kind of going through. We'll survive, yeah.
Make your way up the short.
So I have been skipping the cutscenes, like anything that I have already read, I'm kind of skipping. The problem is I'm struggling to find new paths. So I've got to be careful. Like I could probably obviously take the same path initially and then in chapter 2 find a new path.
You take the
So I'm doing that. So that's why I keep tabbing out and like going down to the next area.
Still listening to reason. You step.
Just gonna, full blown slay the princess.
It's over. Don't get all.
And I found a new
worked up.
path.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking?
The
for
journey of
loss?
multiple endings? Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, there's 11 endings in the game, at least from what I've read. I don't know what any of them are, I only know that there's 11. And I found 4. No, 3. I'm working on the 4th one now. So when we left off last time, I was very close to the end of the first ending. I was literally like at the final point. So if I'd kept going, I would have gotten one ending sorted.
I really don't think you should do
So I've already done this path because the skip button is available to me. So obviously if I check for a pulse, I've done this path before. I don't know if I've done the others, so let's just try and remove the blade.
You lean down.
Yeah,
and
see, I
wrap
haven't
your
done this
hand
before.
around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
That is creepy, but I love it.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh, I tell you what, though. You missed Mummy Princess before. Damn. She told me to kneel and I said, yes, ma'am. You did. I know, it was so good. I was very obedient. I couldn't help it.
It's too late for that now.
Oh, shit.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade
Okay,
of
so
her
now
arm
we're back on another
between
path
your ribs.
that I've already done. Because the skip button's available. So if I hit tab, it takes me to chapter 2. Because I've already done this part. So, this is where it gets a little bit annoying. I basically have to try and find new...
A warning.
Yeah, see, I've done this. See to the cabin. And now we're at this one, which we were at this last time. We were at this last week. I'm gonna take the blade again. Actually, no. I'm just gonna enter the basement.
Are we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right? The door to the basement.
Yes, I've
creaks
done
open,
this already.
revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Yeah, look, I'm not trusting this. Bye.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored?
Interesting.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm.
Wow.
Her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Yeah, so we've done the blade ending. Well, we've gotten the blade vessel before.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here.
But I haven't done
She's
these.
still in chains.
I haven't done these prompts.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices
Thought so.
through her arm.
Thought that was going to happen.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run! You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace.
Yeah. The princess doesn't care. She just, like, takes limbs off when she feels like it.
We don't make it, do we?
I don't think we make it.
No. You feel her blade in your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay, thanks for telling me at least.
And with a squelch, she does just that.
That was funny because just the look up, just this look here, right? Like she had the blade up, she's like, I'm gonna kill you now, and then just suddenly this blade just goes boop and you're dead. Thanks for concern.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. Chapter 3. No way out. I almost did something there, goddammit. No way out.
You're on a path in the woods.
Are you sure about this?
If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Well, the voice of the cheated has had enough.
Your what? The interior of the cabin is sharp. A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
We teleported.
I feel dizzy.
Yeah, me too.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
I've done this already, I can see.
Who cares about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing, while this is actually about having fun. How can you care about having fun at a time like this? There is someone or something out there pulling the strings, and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
Exactly.
But what if that someone is us, eh? Wouldn't that be neat?
It would be.
If we were the ones pulling the strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already.
Maybe.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This will be 2 now.
This is our third?
This is the 3rd, yeah.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction.
So do I. I like how this game has, like, it's got the horror elements to it and, like, elements of, like, the story with all the different kind of, like, triggers that are in this game. But it's also got a hint of comic relief with it. And it just takes the edge off it to make it, like, not... Yeah, it's goofy. It doesn't make it too serious. And I think that's why I like it, because I'm not a big fan of games that are, like, espresso depresso and stuff like that, but this I can deal with because I think it's because there's these little comedic moments that seem to pop up and it just kind of takes the edge off a little bit, which is nice.
That can't be right, that's too much responsibility. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window.
What?
What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not. Too late, because we already did it, didn't we? Unfortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world, yes.
Just threw my blade out the window. That little bitch.
That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
Well, neither are you, technically.
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to...
Fucking yeet!
What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it.
Oh, well.
Oh, is this how things are going to be now? All of us vying over a single body? Fine.
Oh, the voice of the paranoid's here
it's
now.
Mine, and I'd better not see any of you trying to invade my personal space.
Why does this... This reminds me of a fucking tabletop RPG that I watched. Oh, way to go, Seri. Way to go. Good bot. Good bot. This reminds me of fucking divination RPG. Just multiple personalities. Well, not personalities, but multiple, like, things inside a bloody body. All vying for control over this one character. This is very similar. I've just kind of pieced it all together. That's really funny.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
That is true. There is no door.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door. There's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? We can see our reality just fine.
Well, we'll approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
They only show up when shit concerns them. Exactly.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
There was a mirror there.
And the mirror's gone. Surprising. I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. It feels like
sorry.
hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
As your body tumbles onto the basement landing, the form of the princess comes into view, Riley smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
I love how it's just so nonchalant. It's just like, I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was extremely silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea.
Probably a very bad idea.
That was you. I know, I'm just trying to add some levity to this. Well, since all of this was your idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that.
Yeah, you're just background characters. It's all on the player, right?
I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it.
Oops, shit, sorry.
I take it back. Having my own corner clearly isn't working because I can still hear you three yelling at each other. She's going to kill us again, you know? Especially if we keep fighting with ourselves. We need to get rid of our thoughts.
Yep, I agree.
Your internal
Too late.
whistling is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah, if you want to kill me, you gotta make the effort.
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
You think she finds it weird how you just stand there silent sometimes? I reckon so. So what ideas do we have? We're fighting her. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk our way out of it. We're going to unconditionally surrender. I'm going to go with not letting her stab us. We can dodge, right? Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. We're going to let her stab us, and then we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. Oh, we are totally going to flirt with her.
Now that is an interesting move. Interesting? It's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
You don't know that.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster? Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not?
That's right.
I don't think so. I don't know. I could go either way, honestly. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll throw her off. I know I'd be thrown off if she started flirting with us.
Yeah, not gonna lie, probably same.
Yeah, because you'd be into it.
Exactly.
No comment.
No comment. Ah, damn it. Give her the look. Eh? Jeez, buy me dinner before you impale me. Come on. Look, I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are?
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks.
Wait for it.
And a wide grin cuts across her face.
Eh?
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Ah, shit. She's coming back with compliments. This could ruin it.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still gonna kill you, though.
Didn't think so.
Or not. Is anything going to work with her. She's so single-minded. It's like whatever we do, it's always going to end exactly the same.
I mean, look. This is about how most attempts at me flirting goes. I try and then I get stabbed.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you and skewers you. Ow.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how it goes too. Just, ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
Oh, the voice of the smitten's here.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? Nah, we'd know if we died. Right? You're on it. No, you're in it. Where the hell are you?
That is a good question, narrator. If you don't know where I am, then I don't know where I am.
We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time? Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
Oh, way to go. Good work, Seri, again.
I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes, that.
Well, this will be 2 now.
Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
I haven't. It's 4.
Oh, 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Your smile is creepy.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
She really has a notepad with... I know!
We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
I'm going to go with not letting her stab us. We can dodge, right? It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
It's Stubbins here.
She skewers you. More noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. What's the point?
Oh, the broken's back.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling
The voice is the cold.
feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
The opportunist.
I'm
The opportunist,
sure
rather.
She skewers you.
Rip.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. None of this is working.
Oh, the skeptic's here now.
Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 4. The Empty Cup. Okay.
You're on it. Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin. Take it from here.
Oh, well, we're just going straight into it. All right.
No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke.
So they've tossed the knife and we don't even get it in the next loop. Come on.
If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it. That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel. Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love?
I don't know, Smitten, but it ain't working.
Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Oh, alright, alright.
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Oh, hey, me.
Well, boys, are we ready?
Sure.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good.
I'm joking, by the way.
You stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. Narrator, we heroically stride through the
Is
door
mood, though.
towards
Yes.
our
Valid.
destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Sorry, I had to cough.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Oh, poor narrator feels like he's excluded.
Don't care, just want to see how this ends. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah, what's it look like?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Wow.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. Oh, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Well, the narrator seems happy.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Oh boy.
She becomes a wave
Oh boy.
of blood and viscera. Pieces of her
I forgot this was
splatter
a
against the
scene.
walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage.
This is
of
fine.
dust.
Are you ready for what comes next?
No.
Holy shit!
Fuck, I did it again. I keep hitting the right mouse button.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
You know what, Smitten? You do you, bud.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Same with you, Stubborn.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I mean, that would be cool.
That looked painful.
That also looked very painful.
How is she still alive?
That is a good question.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Oh, fuck, did it again.
This is fake. This is all.
They're definitely monster doers.
Just made up.
Absolutely.
I'd say we bow down to her right now if that ever even slightly worked for us. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Wow.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
There's a lot of voices in my head right now. Shut up, everybody!
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Wow, can't believe that worked. Oh, looks like we're getting rid of the narrator as well.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Confessing in the back, I know. You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form. And yet, there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again, she swings at you. But there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something. Or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, the very contact with what you are, repelling her to the point of destruction. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Yoink! Not another word is spoken. It is time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It is time for you to see what is in it. You've grown. Oh boy. We're in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path.
And that is the end. For now, anyway. Pretty much. Let us saveth the game. Because that was the last time we played. But we are going to saveth again. We are going to go and find someone to raid. So we didn't raid last time we played this. Most likely because I was a bit sad. Just because I was a bit overwhelmed. But this time, we are going to go find someone to do a raidy-do with. So let's go and see who's doing what. And we'll go and say hello to them. So let's go and get this ready. Let's see. Who have we got? Anyone in particular? Let us see. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Let's see. I tell you what, though. We are having a really cool thing tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Sassy is still doing her... Oh, I wonder how long she's planning on going for. That's a good question. You know what? All right, look, she's playing X-Defined at the moment with Kamikaze. Cammy's good mate. I don't know how long she's going to be going for, but we're going to go and give her a raid because she's doing a streamathon at the moment. Or subathon, whatever you want to call it. She's calling it a streamathon, but she's been going for a while. She's been going for 12 hours, so I think she might be right for another hour or two. But let's go and give her some love, shall we? So let's go and pop ourselves back to Just Chatting. Why does the... You know what? I'm actually quite annoyed at this. The annoying thing is that the... I'm just going to make sure I close the right application here. There we go, I got it. All right, cool. So the Slayer Princess, the mouse cursor disappears towards the end, and I don't know why. But anyway, let us go and get ourselves primed and ready to finish up for the night. There we are. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching tonight. It has been an absolute fantastic time having everyone here. I've just noticed that there is an ad break. I do apologize. We'll wait for the ad to finish before we are ready to go. But something that we are going to do tomorrow night is Sketchy's contract with the Chaos Crew. That's going to be super duper fun. Sorry, Chaos Crew and special guest, possibly. I actually don't know if that's been fully confirmed yet, but we will see. So don't forget to join in tomorrow night at 10 p.m. AEST as we play more Sketchy's contract with the crew, and it's going to be super duper fun. We are going to have a raid message here. The raid message will be... I was going to say everything goes dark and you die, but that's honestly a bit of a... that's a bit dark, let's be honest. Slaying all the princesses. Slaying all the princesses. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. All right. Slaying all the princesses. And we'll go and raid Sassy. There we go. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. AEST for Sketchy's contract with the crew, the Chaos Crew, and special guest. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be super duper fun. And yeah, and then we'll be good for the weekend, and then we'll be back. Oh no, I'll be on Sassy stream on Saturday night doing Chained Together with that crew. So be warned, our friendship may end that night. So I better get my brownie points in quick. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time for more shenanigans at the Tofu Show. Thanks so much for watching again, as I've just said like 5 times. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Bye.